Huge Second Amendment win. Huge Second Amendment win out of the U.S. District Court. Sharon Coleman, the judge out there, has dismissed charges on an immigrant, an undocumented immigrant that was arrested in 2020 with a pew-pew, right? She dismissed all charges, saying that it's unconstitutional to tell undocumented people that they don't have the Second Amendment. This is a huge, huge win for the Second Amendment in the United States, and I couldn't be more ecstatic and more happy over this ruling for lots and lots of reasons. You know, we've got deportation starting, and with a precedence like that that's already been laid down, then that means the American people will be able to exercise their Second Amendment rights more freely. I live out here in Texas, and in Texas, everybody knows that our Second Amendment rights are wide open. I mean, we've got some of the best Second Amendment rights in the country. We can do all kinds of stuff out here that y'all can't do in different states. But if you're in a motorcycle club, then you don't get those Second Amendment rights. No, I've known a lot of people in the motorcycle clubs that got pulled over and then charged with unlawful carry and taken to jail because they're in a club, because they have a patch. Doesn't matter they're not a felon. Doesn't matter there was no crime committed. You just pulled over on a traffic stop and they find you something that's got to do with the Second Amendment, and then they go ahead and take your butt to jail. And then they keep your little pew-pew, they keep it, and you have to hire an attorney, and you have to fight the state for years sometimes to get your property back. And that's how they make it hard on people that they don't want to have Second Amendment rights. And so now I would highly encourage all Americans to go out and get yourself a cheap little Second Amendment right? Just something from the pawn shop, and start exercising those Second Amendments, because if undocumented immigrants have got all their Second Amendment rights, then all of us should have all of our Second Amendment rights. I know someone in a club recently that went to jail in Texas for having a knife. And if you don't know, in Texas, there's no limit on how big a knife can be. Anyone can carry a knife, but if you're in a club, apparently, there's certain police officers that will take you to jail. This should be a huge warning to all police officers all over the country that want to impede on somebody's Second Amendment rights, because I imagine we're about to see a whole lot more lawsuits against police officers for taking away your constitutional rights. Hey, peace and love. I'm out.